There exists a film that could land its director and his accomplices in jail. Images of perverse acts strewn throughout its lo-fi home video filming. Unwilling guests forced to watch as a night turned into hell. And key players responsible for compromising filth. This is the lost Marilyn Manson film entitled Groupie. Many films have come and gone as the years and centuries went by, either being forgotten for how unimpactful they were, as well as not aging well or being poorly preserved in the years after their releases. Then comes a certain brand of forgotten film that are lost, never been found, or only having segments of the larger picture surface years later incomplete. There are a plethora of films from the early 20th century that fit the category of lost media. Reasons differ from films being accidentally destroyed, like London After Midnight, or simply being locked away where no other human soul can be able to view it, such as Jerry Lewis's The Day the Clown Cried. Though, as all may seem hopeless in the search for these films, some of these films and pieces of media have been found with proper dedication, and in some cases even restored and mastered, such as Fritz Lang's Metropolis. All relatively tame pieces of lost media, right? However, there are also films that were supposedly made, but never really meant to be seen by anyone. Now, Marilyn Manson is no stranger to urban legends and controversy.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson has canceled the last 5 dates of his U.S. tour out of respect for those lost in Littleton. But the singer says artists like himself are not the ones to blame.
I'm sure most of you remember the old playground rumor that he had one of his ribs surgically removed in order to perform oral entertainment on himself. Today's topic is lesser known of his activities during his peak fame, but honestly unsurprising given the actions that made him famous in the first place. Simply named Groupie, this short film serves as Manson's first foray into filmmaking. Not much has surfaced on this film in the years following its supposed creation. What we do know from various internet sources is that it is believed to have been filmed in one night sometime between 1996 and 1998, during an actual house party Manson was hosting. The plot involves a stooge actress portraying the role of a girl going to the party and is made to perform bizarre acts. The plot is admittedly scarce, but is certainly something shocking. The film opens up with Manson giving oral intercourse to his bandmate Twiggy Ramirez. The titular groupie then arrives and is invited inside the residence. Things get progressively more insane as the groupie is pressured by Manson to drink the urine of Manson's keyboardist, Madonna Wayne Gacy, out of a wine glass, to which she does oblige, but only if Manson drinks the urine too.
I won't go into the details of this film, but I made this movie that I had intentions of putting onto my home video, not thinking that it would offend my own.
So what was the scenario? You gotta slow down.
It was like a party at my house.
It was a real party, and you were taping with a real camera?
I said, yes. I said a girl's gonna show up, and then something's probably gonna go wrong, and you guys just roll with it.
And she comes over,
but nobody knew.
They're doing crap and drugs and weird shit. Oh, that's right, you sucked Twiggy's cock on the video. On the video, you sucked Twiggy's cock.
There was a dispute over.
But he put a rubber on it.
And it was flaccid.
Even gross.
It was flaccid.
And it was soft. So it was disgusting. So it was just more of a freak show. It's totally not. It's great TV. It's great film. It's a film.
But it wasn't just horseplay. The movie did scare the shit out of you, though.
It did scare the shit,
and
because
it scared
then
the
ding
shit
dong,
out.
They're having fun, sucking each other's cocks, and then ding dong, ding dong. Who's at the door? A fan. I just know that you live here, and I made this piece of art for you. Will you take it? And you're like, sure, why don't you come in? And he pulls this, she must have been 18, literally.
Less, more, I don't know. Whatever, for the purpose
better
of
not be less.
No. She was portraying a youngster in the film. No, it was.
She looked 18.
So you made your own
hot,
porn
but
video.
But she had black hair.
It was not porn. It was
blowing your bass player, but it wasn't porn. It was.
No, I wasn't blowing
It'd
my
be
bass player.
if you took Daryl and you cut her hair and made it all black.
I wasn't blowing my bass player. You're making this sound like a pornographic film.
No.
It was
no,
not a
it
pornographic
wasn't.
film.
They were having fun. It was a party. It honestly looked like somebody left the camera on.
Yeah.
Because at times it looked like you just set it there. Yeah. So
It was
anyways,
before Blair Witch. I didn't see
girl
Blair
shows
Witch
up.
when I did it.
Okay.
This girl shows up, and he lures her in, and she's, excited to be there. She's like, I'm such a big fan. I'm really excited. And then, slowly but surely, over time, and very subtly, he starts to get her to do certain things, and those are the things that maybe we shouldn't really discuss. But
No, but it gets really scary, and everyone in the room didn't know whether I was kidding or if it was a joke.
Wait. Let me describe the first thing he tries to get her to do. He tries to get her to drink Pogo's urine.
Yeah.
He pees in the wine glass, and then she's like, "You do it," and he drinks it. And then she finally does do that.
The remainder of the film is a mystery, and its contents have never been made entirely clear. There are rumors that the groupie gets tied up and a fight breaks out. Also rumors that a gun is even entered into the mix and, quote, blood was shed. The entire end goal of this film was to be as perverted and disturbing as possible, which gives reason to why Manson had filmed it in front of the house party's guests. You see, one thing to keep in mind is that the partygoers were not paid actors, and none of the partygoers were given knowledge beforehand about the events that would take place that night. Partygoers were reportedly shaken up after witnessing this event. It is said that the film consisted of both staged and improvised acts, and even the actors playing the groupie had been kind of in the know, but not fully in the know of what was happening. Only 3 people have seen this movie, and the rest is just kept in privacy. Manson has teased footage of it on his live video album Dead to the World, and even stated that he wanted to release it in full as a part of the 20th anniversary box set of Antichrist Superstar, which hasn't been released. It was said to have been released in 2016, but at the time of writing and editing, the film nor the box set has never seen the light of day in any capacity. As stated before, the only piece of evidence we have is a shot from the Dead to the World live album. Comedian and longtime friend of Manson, Andy Dick, and Manson himself had discussed the film on a 2002 episode of the show, Dinner for Five. It's honestly rather comical to see them casually discuss the contents of the film over dinner with Daryl Hannah, who some may know as Elle Driver from the Kill Bill series. The film is also mentioned as an unreleased short film, in parentheses banned, as a part of Manson's filmography in the press kit for another unfinished film by Manson, which you can read and I will link it in the description. Warning ahead for those who are viewing. These are just theories and speculation. None of what I say or think should be taken as any factual evidence, and the only people who know about the true status of these pieces of media are Manson and his management team. So, there, now you can't come after me and say, Yoshimi, you said this. No, I didn't. While urged by his manager to never release the film for fear of Manson facing jail time and the potential end of his career, one theory arose that copies had been made and possibly distributed on Betamax or VHS formats, though this has never been confirmed and is highly unlikely due to the minuscule amount of people who have viewed said film or even know about its existence. While browsing a post on the r/Lost Films subreddit, a user discussed a now deleted Reddit post where someone had claimed to have found the full footage of the film in a storage locker owned by Nine Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor's record label, Nothing Records. The OP had claimed that the storage locker contained all sorts of home movies, and he had also claimed that upon viewing the film, that this video contained illegal acts that could land the whole band in jail. He will not, for the sake of the band and himself, post the full video, but he states that he had uploaded it to some clear website and has now taken it down, but someone out there has saved this video and it's out there somewhere. But for now, it's partially lost. While not much is currently known about who exactly the identity of the groupie is due to the factors discussed throughout this video, from research, signs point towards the groupie possibly being Melora Krieger or Julia Kent of the cello-driven group Rasputina, though they are both linked to Manson, having collabed on the song Apple of Sodom and having opened for Manson on the Dead to the World tour, of which we can find the only known footage of the groupie. It is all still up in the air. Now, after researching a ton about this topic, I came across one theory that may suggest the possible delay and even the final nail in the coffin that this film may never be released. You see, in October of 2017, lead singer of the Riot Girl band Jack Off Jill, Jessica Adams, had accused Twiggy Ramirez of rape allegations during their relationship in the mid-90s. She had also accused him of various acts of domestic violence and emotional abuse in a Facebook post made that year. This caused Manson and the band to completely cut ties with Ramirez and drop him from the band's lineup after 24 years in said band. This could be a major reason why both the 20th anniversary box set and the film itself had not been released as of now. Think about it. Ramirez had played a huge role in the film, most likely contributing to a good deal of the acts described in the film, and after such heinous accusations posed against him, it stands to reason why the film may never be seen. Manson and his crew are no strangers to controversy, so in essence I honestly don't completely understand why this film was never initially released. In my opinion, I think it just started out as some sort of publicity stunt to hype up the release of this film, but with time it could not be released due to controversies that potentially damaged Manson and his band's careers, like the infamous Columbine shooting and the more recent sexual assault allegations of Twiggy Ramirez. It's now true we may never see the film in its full capacity for a very long time, and it will stand as an urban legend in Manson's long list of dark stories. This has been Yoshimi, and I thank you all for watching.